had the conclusion of the trial with Rutgers and talking about, and video had a big part to do with that.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. With that going on. So question, and a lot of times we have new technology, the ethic tends not to catch up for a while, but just some of your thoughts on some of the ethics that we can we should keep in mind when taking video of other people, how to use video, not to use video. There's some obvious ones, but maybe there are even just some things that you've seen that you want to say, you know what, guys, maybe you just want to think about these things before you go.
Well, I'll give you a second to think about this, Robert. But it's funny because I kind of followed that trial, and I got a little tweaked over it, and for my own reasons I won't get into the details. But one of the things that trial showed is the difference in perception between someone who's 50 years old and somebody who's 18 years old when it comes to technology, because it really they are viewed totally different. And sometimes I joke, like I'll see my wife sleeping in a funny position, and I'll say, that would be funny on Facebook, But then I say, that's my wife, like I'm literally invading her privacy. And although everybody would probably get a laugh, I mean, she could do it to me. I mean, you got to think about those things, And sometimes you see stuff on Facebook that's just totally inappropriate. You wonder, like, that's their kid or that's their wife or husband. How could they put that on there? So I think you have a moral and ethical pretense that you have to adhere to. And of course, news people used to adhere to those things, and now they've gone way over edge to the extent that far extreme of that is paparazzi, right? I mean, it's kind of crazy. But I think we do have to be much more cognizant of two things. One is what you're taping, and number two is who's watching. Sometimes just walking down the street, we were joking, we were walking down a beautiful neighborhood the other day, my wife and I like to walk on the boardwalk, and there was this huge house under construction, and I said, I want to go around the back and look in the window, and she says, yeah, and I could see it on the headlines in the newspaper next week, President of the Business Association found leering in someone's house, and I thought about it, and I said, yeah, that's funny, and then I thought about it, and I said, what's to stop the neighbor from looking out the window and taking a snapshot? I said, this guy was looking in that house, So it is funny because you almost have to think about both sides of that equation on a regular basis, and who knows, maybe it'll make people be more responsible in their behavior too. I don't know,
It's something that your parents always told you to think before you act,
right?
Before you speak. Yeah. But it's difficult for even mature people to think about that sometimes, because we work from the gut,
right.
And you think that's funny. Let me get a picture of that.
Yeah, and there's nothing stopping you. Hit record, but up Facebook, done.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that is the problem.
It's so easy to get that information up there, because just like we want to share a joke when we feel like we are interacting with our friends, it's funny to me, it's going to be funny to them. But one of the problems is with Facebook, some of those friends you're not as intimate or as connected to some of those friends as you are in person, that close circle. Really, it becomes a golden rule kind of concept. If you wouldn't want to be represented that way, it really is the wrong thing to do.
Do unto others, right?
Exactly. To represent someone else in that way, or expose that biblically expose that nakedness of the person.
Yeah, so in the end, love your neighbor as yourself, and all things, including video. So there you go. All right, well, thank you.